How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I am here bringing you guys our Week 15 NFL predictions. This week we have no buys, and let's just jump right into this. We'll start off with a little fun fact. On the year so far, Lone Wolves are 25-23. So lone wolfing is not a bad idea right now, but you gotta lone wolf the right teams. But we'll go ahead and start with Thursday Night Football. Big game here on the docket. The San Francisco 49ers against the Seattle Seahawks. The Niners can clinch the NFC West with a win. The Seahawks still stay in it with a win on their part. That being said, I am lone wolfing the Seahawks. PDF, HD, and David picking the Niners. This is going to be an interesting game to watch, but I think this is a get-right game for the Seahawks. The Niners have had it too good. The Seahawks are going to sneak by and escape with the win, in my opinion. Up next, we have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings. We all got the Vikings. Do the Colts even stand a chance? I mean, the Vikings have been free-falling. They've been able to clinch now for the past 2 weeks, and then this week. But this is the week they'll punch their ticket, for sure. And tomorrow I'm thinking of maybe doing a quick little video discussing potential playoff implications for this week ahead of Thursday Night Football. But up next, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now, this game is going to be interesting to watch as we don't know if Lamar Jackson will play. Me and David are picking the Browns, PDF and HD taking the Ravens, and this looks to be just a close game, especially if Lamar doesn't play. I think this is the get-right game the Browns need. They're not going to make the playoffs, but this is the game they need to get right. Up next, we have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Now, David is lone wolfing the Dolphins. We got the Bills, the rest of us. This is going to be in Buffalo with projected maybe up to 7 inches of snow. The Dolphins had to use heaters at a 55-degree SoFi Stadium last week. They've been in free fall recently. They just have not been looking good. And I think that this is going to be the game that catches up to them in Buffalo, gets one step closer to clinching the division. They won't officially clinch it because they don't have the tiebreaker over the Dolphins officially, but realistically, it all but clinches the division. Up next, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints, and we all got the Falcons on this. The Saints are past their expiration date. Even though the Falcons have been looking bad, the Falcons should escape with this one and come one step closer to clinching the NFC South, which means we could see a potential tie at top of the NFC South after this week. Up next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers still fighting for their playoff lives. Everyone's got the Panthers except for me, lone wolfing the Steelers. The Steelers had a bad week last week. I think Kenny gets the starting nod this week and he takes it and runs again. He had a bad week last week. The Steelers pulled him in a bad week. Not sure if that's the best thing to do, but realistically, I think that Kenny's going to come back, have a solid game against the Panthers, and the Steelers will be back. Meanwhile, the Panthers just are in QB carousel. They're at the quarterback carnival right now. Playing all the games, but not winning anything. Up next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. We all totally have the Bears in this one. The Bears are the absolute dominating team on this one. Yeah, we got the Eagles. It's no question. Let's not even dwell on this. Up next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Texans. Now, I was tempted to take the Texans again this week, but after last week's heartbreak, I can't trust the Texans to win a game for the rest of the year. So, we all got the Chiefs, except for PDF, rage picking the Texans because Texans are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah, he didn't take that game well last week at all. But, yeah. Houston will get steamrolled this week, and yeah, Kansas City's going to win. Up next, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. David lone wolfing the Jags, the rest of us got the Cowboys. They had a bad week, but they're not going to get embarrassed 2 weeks in a row. That's just not the Dallas way of doing it. So realistically, Dallas comes back, bounces back, and just pummels Jacksonville into the dirt. Up next, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Jets. Now, this game, the Jets have been in free fall, the Lions have been in free rise, and it's not even going to be a contest if you ask us, especially considering you had Mike White tacos last week. Yeah, Mike White tacos. Not a good thing you want your quarterback to be suffering from. Meanwhile, the Lions are fighting for a playoff spot, and I think they get it this week. Well, not this week, but this year. And this win will be part of it. Up next, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking... Oh, wait, I forgot to mention that last one. You saw it. But we got the Lions, except for HD picking the Jets. Anyway, now, for the next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Denver Broncos. HD and David picking the Cardinals. Me and PDF picking the Broncos. Feeling pretty good after Monday Night Football, given the fact that Kyler is done for the year with a torn ACL. But Denver is fighting for their ride is already into the glue factory, but they're going to fight to ride out of there so that they don't look like a complete bottom dweller. But yeah, Broncos, bottom dwellers, but they're going to win. Up next, we have the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Both of these teams fighting for their playoff lives. And we all got the Raiders except for PDF picking the Patriots. So this game will be a really interesting game. Josh McDaniels going against the Patriots. Who's going to win? It's going to be a hard-fought game, but the Patriots don't have much of a quarterback. So realistically, the Raiders should be able to walk away with this one relatively easily. Up next, we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams with the same record, but looking completely different when you look at them. We all have the Chargers, and the Chargers are just a better team. Especially after last week, looking so good, the Chargers should have a win. Fairly straightforward. Well, up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We all got the Bengals on this one, looking really good. The Bucs just looking awful. Awful. So, the Bucs should struggle this week, and we expect to see the Bengals, just dominate. Up next, we got the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Football. Last time they played, we had a tie. And we have an interesting pick this week. We have PDF lone wolfing a tie. We never see that, but he's lone wolfing a tie. So his name's not going to be on here at all, but me, HD, and David, we all taking the Commanders. The Commanders should win. They're playing good football. The Giants have been struggling. Give us the commies. And now, last but not least, we got Monday Night Football between the Green Bay mother-loving Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Baby, Baker Mayfield for the win. I'm ready to see this game. We all have the Rams except for HD taking the Packers because he is convinced that Baker Mayfield is ass. Now, Baker isn't the greatest quarterback, but he is doing a damn good job at being a serviceable backup for this team. I'm excited to see because he led them on a game-winning drive last week with literally 48 hours of being on the team. I'm ready to see what happens when he has 11 days since the last game. I'm excited to see this. This will be a great game to show if Baker can be the guy after Stafford in LA. And I think there's a chance. I want to see what happens on this. I've been high on the Baker move ever since we picked him up. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I should probably stop dwelling on this. If you guys like the video, don't forget to smash that like and hit subscribe if you are sticking around this far. Chances are you probably enjoy the content, so you might want to consider doing that so you never miss an upload. And also, while you're watching my content, right over here, YouTube will be recommending a video for you any second if it hasn't already. And this is the video that YouTube thinks you should watch next. And I guess with that, we will see you guys tomorrow, maybe with a second up, or maybe with an upload tomorrow and the stream, or just the stream, and we will see you guys then. Peace out and have a good one.